Building on Ethereum can be challenging. High transaction fees, slow transaction speeds, limited functionality, and difficult and expensive to build on. Metis solves these problems. Ethereum transactions made on Metis cost just a couple of cents. They'll be processed in a fraction of a second. Metis offers rich, out-of-the-box functionality with one click. Store as much data as you'd like. We take care of the security. With Metis, building and deploying Ethereum dApps is so easy. Already have your smart contracts? We provide complete EVM compatibility and one-click deployment. And yes, we'll integrate your existing platform without you needing to change any code. Metis Layer 2 supports DeFi, NFTs, gig economy, social economy, crowdfunding, and much more. Our goal is to create easy-to-use tools, making blockchain accessible to everyone and empowering personal and professional lives. But wait, there's more. Metis is completely decentralized. Once your dApp is up,
in maybe 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. So welcome back. Today we're getting ready to our September release of the Metis Live, and we're going to start with the community building event where we allow our contributors and supporters to stake and get the great rewards from a Metis program. And for that, we're sharing the process for you, for our followers, for our supporters, for our holders. So this is the opportunity that is going to be very, very, very great, and we would like you to take advantage of it. So let me just quickly go through the presentation, and then we're going to be getting on with the questions as usual. And today, my name is Elena Sinelnikova. I am CEO of Metis, and also I have my whole team here with me, and they will be appearing on the screen later on when we have answered the questions, but they are here. So it's August 17, 4 p.m. UTC, and we're going to start. So today we're going to be talking about, just briefly to review what we are about, what Metis is about, and then we're going to be getting straight to how to start staking and mining Metis tokens once we go live in September. Disclaimer, we're not asking, this is not a financial advice, we're not asking you to invest in anything, to buy anything. This is purely for your discretion. And of course, we're going to be doing today, again, Metis rewards in our Telegram. You ask us the questions, we answer them, and we pick the best and the greatest questions for the rewards. And of course, subscribe to stay tuned at metis.io, and also stay tuned in our Telegram. So we send our newsletters every week, so we have a news to share every week. So please stay tuned. So just briefly, what is Metis? Metis is the decentralized economy platform. We're building the whole entire ecosystem where you can start, create your company, start your project on a blockchain without coding. And we would like to get everyone on board with the blockchain, and this is our mandate. We serve two different use cases. We listed just a few here. It's DAO DeFi, dApp NFT, Launchpad freelancing, tokenization, and decentralized exchanges. All of this you can create using a Metis platform in the future. And of course, our base of the base is our layer 2 Optimistic Rollup, and that is our very strong tech. It's built on Ethereum, it's collecting batches transactions, and it also allows to withdraw from layer to layer, so you will be able to do withdrawals to layer 1 from the Metis layer 2. And of course, it's completely decentralized because it's based on Optimistic Rollup. So just straight to the point, as I promised, we only spent 5 minutes reviewing Metis and how to stake and mine Metis tokens. All right, so we are releasing four products this September. And this is something that we showed on our updated roadmap. This is something that we already told you about in our newsletters and in our Telegram group. We going to be live in a public testnet. And we're also going to create a bridge. So all earned Metis tokens that are earned in the Metis public testnet can be transferred to it and withdrawn to Ethereum mainnet, to layer 1. And this is something that we do so you can collect your rewards. We also right now working on the DAC creation tool. You already saw it in our prologue, but we are modernizing it. We're beautifying it. We're making it more robust, and we're adding more and more functionalities to it. But you will be able to create your decentralized autonomous company, DAC, on the Metis layer to public testnet using this tool in order to mine Metis tokens. So in order to mine Metis tokens, you have to be a part of the decentralized autonomous company. You have to either create it or you have to be one of the member of the decentralized autonomous company. Also, we are releasing the DAC mining pool, and this is a pool on Metis layer 2 public testnet to mine Metis tokens via your decentralized autonomous company or via a decentralized autonomous company that you joined, and you can get rewards, and also you can withdraw Metis tokens from the pool using our bridge. So this is all exciting things that are coming. You're probably already as excited as me. That's how it will look like. So we're not releasing actually the actual screenshots of the app. So this is a schematic one, but this will give you a good idea on what it looked like. So you can create a DAC, which is decentralized autonomous company. You can open and look at the existing DAC, and also you have all your DACs in here as at one glance at that screen. But in order to create the DAC, you need to connect your account to the wallet, of course, and we're going to be using our Polis that we demoed earlier as a wallet, as a web wallet, and in that way we are preventing from joining the different robots this program. So yes, so you will need to actually confirm and register your account, and in order to create your DAC, and this is going to be done via our Polis. Again, so this is not the exact instructions. This is only today we're showing you actually how it will be working, but exact instructions will be, of course, we're going to release them right before we go live. But today we're going to be telling you on the process, and so you can get ready. I'm excited. So after you connected your web wallet, you will be able to finally to create a DAC. So what is involved? And as you see right now on the left side, so once you click that button, create DAC, you will see all the functions that is going to be available, and we're going to be adding more functions, as you see on the left side: finance, voting, task management. So first module that we are releasing is finance. Finance module will allow you to transfer funds to participants of your DAC or to other participants of entire Metis layer 2 using their address. And so that's the finance part. And also you will be able to invite people and join people into your company, into your decentralized organization. Later on, we're going to release the voting. Voting will need to, of course, as DAC is, of course, a DAO, you will need a voting probably to have members maybe vote on investments into the companies and projects that are going to be coming onto Metis platform. So we right now have lots of projects already that joined that will be on our platform. And so those who will be coming new ones and who will need investors. So this is going to be an opportunity to invest, and that's where voting will come in handy. So next, we're going to release a task management module, which is encompass you can hire people basically over a Metis layer 2 over Metis platform to perform different tasks, and you can pay them right there and then. So the freelancing use case, freelancing module, this is what is going to be the task management about. So, but in September, we're going to be releasing a finance module. Yes, and all of you will get an opportunity once you create the DAC, you will get your own subdomain on metis.io. So you just need to enter your subdomain name, and that's where you're going to go with. You see that the subdomain here is Caria. So basically, it's you. Get people into your DAC, you just need to provide the URL caria.metis.io, and they will be able to join from that page, from that URL. And in order to create a DAC, you will need to stake Metis tokens, so you will need to be a token holder to create a decentralized company of your own. And in order to gain rewards to mine Metis tokens with that, with our that event. So here, yes, so once you for the stakes, you also will be able to transfer your Metis tokens from Ethereum mainnet to Metis layer 2 via bridge. And so you can transfer your rewards Metis token back to Ethereum mainnet if you would like to trade it then on the mainnet. So the part of the bridge that of the layer 2 that will release in September, it is going to be still the withdrawal will take about a week. Because we not going live with our Ranger system just yet, so it would take just a few hours. So the withdrawals were going to take a little bit longer in the September release. So yeah, and once you've done that, you did the stake, you will be able now to launch your DAC and invite people over to join. Yes, so here you can have an unlimited number of participants, and in order for mine more rewards, more Metis tokens, you will need to have more participants, but we're going to go over that statement a little bit later as well. All your participants will also need to stake some Metis tokens in order to participate in your DAC. You already had this exercise in our prologue application, I believe, so you're quite familiar with that process. I hope so. And of course, you will be able to not only to transfer funds from person to person there, but you will be able to deposit funds and withdraw funds as well via our bridge. And yes, as I said, you can initiate the transfer to other person on the platform. And you can see very clearly in the dashboard of which people contributed how much balance into your DAC. And again, the total balance will affect your mining power. So more people you will have, more tokens, Metis tokens you can earn with the mining you can mine. Also, more Metis tokens you stake, more you can mine. And all the mining is going to be done via the pool. So here I'm just showing you a schematic, but you will be able to see very clearly all the voting power, the mining power of each participant in the DAC and how much they earned participating in your DAC and your decentralized autonomous organization. So the whole process will look like, so you're going to create DAC and stake your Metis tokens. You're going to invite people to join your DAC, and then you're going to earn the rewards. So earn Metis tokens according to your stake and the mining power. We're going to go a little bit more on the mining power on the next slide. Then you can withdraw the rewards, or you can hold rewards or hodl, if you will, for more Metis tokens. Of course, the holders will get way more Metis tokens than the ones that are withdrawing, but nobody will stand on the way if you withdraw the funds. It's totally fine. So important points, and this is regarding your the tokens that you earn, and it's very, very important. So APY is starting from just below 30,000%. So the first people that join going to get the higher APY. So the first people that create DCs going to get the higher. So if you will be second, third, fourth, and so on, the power will be depleting lower and lower. So therefore, please hurry to be the first one. So watch out for the announcements. And also, if you were one of the lucky ones who got our tribe NFTs, remember back in April, we were doing an NFT event. So this one, it will give you the opportunity to increase your DAC mining power significantly. So therefore, please go ahead right now, go and find your tribe NFTs, get them ready, because you will have this opportunity to mine more Metis tokens with this tribe NFT. Of course, inviting people, more people join your DAC, more mining power you will have, and more Metis tokens you will earn. Talk to other people, get ready so more people can join your DAC and not somebody else's. And of course, if you are a bigger stake, getting bigger reward. And this is just the pure math. So more Metis token you stake, more rewards you will get. And the gaming component, we also to stimulate our holders, we are going to be doing random rewards for our top holders, for the largest and longest. So largest and longest holders will be getting more rewards. And this is, we're going to be doing that as a game, just to keep it interesting. And of course, we have the whole crypto economics thought through, because the holders will get way more rewards. And we're going to explain you later how we do it. So, but yeah, again, you are welcome to withdraw as well. So why are we doing this? So why all this staking and mining? We are still developing our community. We have now lots of projects under our belt that are building on our layer 2, but we continue doing so. But we need to train people on how to create a DAC, how to join other people to DAC. So we're using this basically as a training tool, and we're paying you for this training. So how wonderful is that? And of course, we're continuing our ecosystem development, which is really, and also stimulate the release of the Metis tokens into circulation. And we also jumpstart the builder mining program. So builder mining program, we explained it earlier, that is for the projects that are building on Metis layer 2 and the Metis platform. And we continue developing that program, and we need audience and Metis tokens for that program. All right, and also one more announcement before we wrap up and go to the questions. So today's presentation is very, very short, yay. We are announcing a Metis hackathon. So Metis hackathon starts October 2nd and on October 23rd. This is going to be, and right now you can see it in hackathon.metis.io. You can start applying already. So we are putting $1 million for the prizes in Metis tokens. So the task will be very simple. It basically will be one of the two. You either create a new dApp, which is Ethereum dApp on the Metis layer 2, or you port your existing dApp or project on to Metis layer 2. So these are the only two tasks that are available right now. We're also going to be joining our partners to this hackathon now that we have many of those for the additional bounties. So if you use one of the partners' bounties, you can maximize your prize as well. And of course, our pool price is very large. So we are looking forward to have you on this hackathon starting October 2nd. So watch out for our announcements in Metis Telegram, Metis Twitter, and also in our newsletters. And now we are into the rewards in chat. So we went through all the information that I wanted to give you about the staking, how it's going to be, what the process is going to be. So now you know everything. So now the questions for the Metis rewards: scan your code, or you can go to t.me/metisdao and end up in our Telegram group and ask us questions. All right. So let's see if we have, I think we already have a few questions.
Not a few. It's
yes.
pretty a lot.
A lot of questions. Okay, so we kind of get used to it already. We're getting lots and lots of questions from you. Thank you for that, by the way. And as I said, my whole team is here, and now Kevin is also joined me. So whoever, guys, when you will be answering the questions, please enable your videos so everybody can see your face too. So let's go. Let's start selecting the questions that we have right now.
Okay. I saw one question from Cry Angel. Is it possible to use the mining without NFT? Will there be an opportunity to get by it now or in the future? The Metis NFT. Actually, that's a very good question. If you go along with us with this project, I believe some of the community members still own our Metis NFT. That was mined from Tribe, that application and event. So for now, when we launch this mining pool, NFT holders can stake their NFT via Tribe webpage. So the one who staked will get the whitelist, will get to the whitelist to create their DAC with a higher mining power. So that's basically the design. But if you don't have the Metis NFT, that's fine. You can start to create your own DAC and earn the mining power by inviting more people joining your DAC. So it's all fair. If you have more people joining, your mining power will be higher. So you don't have to own that NFT. So that's the answer for this question.
I guess a question, I don't know from who, but the question is, who will be responsible to pay the gas on transactions from layer 2 to layer 1? That would be the individual user that is making the withdrawal. So you yourself would be paying for that transaction from layer 2 to layer 1.
That's correct. So the question, since I need to create a DAC to mine Metis tokens, but I don't want to create a company, just the mining, does my DAC need to do transaction to mine the tokens or just for access of the function for mining? So Kevin, would you like to answer that question?
Sorry, which one?
So number 10, since I need to create a DAC to mine.
Oh. Want to create a company, just mining. Does CDC need to do transactions to mine, or is just successful future mining? Oh, actually, you can create a DAC without any members. You can just be your own, you just be your own member of your DAC. The reason we hope to ask you to create DAC is actually a lot of projects and the community, they have a large number of community members or users. It's time for, basically on layer 1, you cannot do a lot via smart contract. But on layer 2, with our DAC management tool, these projects and communities can really manage their community, manage their product operation via all on-chain tools. So that's the reason we hope to promote DAC. But of course, you can have your own DAC with only one member, which is yourself, and to do the mining. But comparing with other DACs with a large number of users, your mining power will be lower, because the mechanism is that the more members join, the higher mining power it will have. So that's the key difference. And of course, creating a DAC and invite people joining will have more benefits, not just mining Metis token. On Metis ecosystem, we will launch different projects. They're building on Metis layer 2, and some of them will have the needs to do the code launch or to issue their tokens. So DAC initiator and DAC members will have privilege to access to these new projects and new opportunities. So that's for the long operation plan. So we still encourage you to create your own DAC and invite people joining. That will be much more benefit than just being alone. Thank you.
So question, transparency is the key. I would like to know how funds will enter the network. So this, as I explained, so you will use the bridge to transfer your Metis tokens, and this bridge will be working only for Metis tokens. So you're going to be transferring them from the layer 1 to layer 2 and back. And therefore, everything will be transparent.
Yeah. And I see people asking about the APY number. Basically, when you do DeFi yield farming, you will know that APY is an estimated number based on the rewards that released in each block or each several minutes. So the 30,000 percentage of APY is based on the releasing schedule for the first week, and based on there's only one people joining, so that is the highest number. But as Elena has explained, it will go to certain kind of number when more people join. And but the difference is that if you have a large DAC, you will have more rewards. So APY is only a number for you to estimate the potential rewards. Yeah.
Okay, so one of your services caught my eye because it's called DAC, Decentralized Autonomous Company. Can you tell us more about it? How can this feature help the users, especially the holders? So yes, so this is the whole point of us doing this exercise to create a decentralized autonomous companies to show what they can do. So the companies, again, and formed in a decentralized way, will have ability to help to organize, for example, the work relationships among the members of this company. For example, you can give the tasks and people can complete them and you pay them. So it's kind of like the payroll of the company. So it's exactly mimics the corporate structure, but just in the decentralized way. And that's what we believe in, and that's what we are doing.
It is worth noting that these DACs are not giving you legal personality, or you are not incorporating a legal entity under any jurisdiction. It is called DAC just for the purposes of getting you to understand how well the relationships between the members can be organized. But whenever you want to have a legal entity, you have to choose the jurisdiction of your incorporation, or the one that serves your purposes, and comply with the local jurisdiction.
There's a question, pretty significant. What is the best point regarding using a layer 2 solution to fix EVM issues when some competitors are actively building layer 1 solutions, Solana, Polkadot, that tackle these issues? Some of those layer 1s are already available, and in such context, how do you entice devs and users to choose a layer 2 rather than a layer 1 to build solutions and an ecosystem? Very good point. There's tons of layer 1s to choose from. There's, you know, Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, like a lot of them, and they all attempt to solve scalability issues and related to that. We see Ethereum as being the #1 in terms of user acceptance, in terms of, you know, the DeFi space, in terms of the security, in terms of scalability. They've established a very good reputation of decentralized, secure, and very adaptable. Everything is EVM compatible. So we see that Ethereum is going more into the direction of the future. And we see that layer 2s, such as ours, that are building on top of Ethereum, we want to leverage the inefficiencies present. So the scaling issues that they currently have, we want to see that grow. And we chose Ethereum mainly because it provides that accessibility to growth. And we want to build on top of things that we see that will be more accessible for people in the future.
Right. I saw several questions asking about the locking period of the staking. Actually, for our staking, it has no lock period. You can withdraw anytime, and your reward will be directed to a mining vault, which there will be some mechanism over there, and we will release it next week or the week after. But generally speaking, it's not locked for. You can withdraw anytime.
Yeah, so as is already mentioned in the presentation, yeah, once if you withdraw, of course, you get less rewards. If you keep, you get more rewards. So we have some logic around that. But we're going to be releasing exact instructions just a bit later. I also saw a question, will it be a testnet or real profit staking in September? It will be real profit staking, even though Metis is going to be on a public testnet. Our bridge allows to withdraw the funds on the Ethereum mainnet. So therefore, the staking is real. So whatever you stake on the testnet will be the same as is in a Metis mainnet.
Yes, correct. So that is why we call public testnet. Actually, that is the last version before we launch the mainnet. And we hope to open some real assets to be tested on our public testnet, and that is Metis. So you can bridge real assets from layer one, real assets in I mean Metis token from layer one to layer two, and when you do the mining, get rewards, you can withdraw from layer two to layer one. That is all real assets in Metis token.
That's correct. Can you explain a bit more? A part of the early adopters will have 30,000.
Yeah, I answered that one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please answer that for me as well? Because I haven't heard that.
Yeah. I mean, that number is estimated number
On the mining
based
power.
on the participants and the rewards released at that time. So it's a dynamic one. It will change constantly. When new members join, the APY will change. So that is the estimation number.
Yeah, think of it as a pool, that we have a pool of tokens to release, because according to our roadmap, we release the tokens are released in a decentralized way, right? So if one person get a hold of all these tokens, it's going to be this whole bunch of tokens. But if it's shared by everybody else, of course, the tokens will be less and less and less. So therefore, if it will going to be one person in the pool, then it's 30,000% APY. But if not, of course, it's going to be less. As the more members join. I hope it makes sense that what I explained.
Is it possible for whitelist wallet to participate DAC Gasly? Gasly, if the DAC takes enough tokens? Actually, when you participate, when you create DAC or participate in mining, it's all on layer 2. So basically, it will cost you just 1 cent or even less to do the mining and do transactions. So, but I think you said right. When you do the staking, please leave 1 or 2 Metis token in your wallet to pay this gas fee. Otherwise, you might might not be able to conduct the transaction, because it will indeed need some gas cost, although it's very less, but it's in Metis token.
Yes.
So yeah.
Think of it as you were doing it on Ethereum, because if you transfer the whole content of your wallet, you will not be able to use it to pay the transaction fees. So yeah, therefore you have to have still some Metis to pay, even though they are very big, will be really small transaction fees on Metis layer 2. Though you will need Metis tokens to pay that fees.
Yeah. And I saw a question from Sankit about staking. He's asking about restrictions to be there on validators to maintain the stake as validator. So Sankit, actually for validators, that's a different kind of staking. For that kind of staking, validators will need to stake to be able to do the validation work. So, but for now, this staking and mining we're talking about is mainly from the user perspective. You can create a DAC and do staking and mine Metis token as a reward. So it's a different kind of staking.
So there is where I can get my hands on some Metis tokens. I'm not sure. Are we allowed to answer this question?
Yes.
Yes.
For the purposes of operation, you do require to have real Metis tokens, and there are some exchanges where you can have access to it.
So yeah, you can purchase the Metis tokens, I think, on exchanges, on Uniswap for sure, and on Gate.io.
There was a question: how will the slashing system work in Metis? What type of restrictions will there be on validators to maintain their stake as a validator? So Metis is an optimistic rollup. So we use layer 2 optimistic rollups. We have sequencers, multiple sequencers, and multiple verifiers. So the sequencers will have to put up a stake, and the sequencers themselves will get slashed if the verifiers find that one of them posted a fraudulent transaction. So essentially, the way that fraud proofs work, they'd have to come in, rerun all the transactions, find out, hey, wait a minute, this is the incorrect balance, send it out, and then they get slashed that way. So that's the type of restrictions. They would have to put in a stake to the sequencers in order to publish those transactions. And the verifiers are there in order to guarantee the security of the system.
Also, will Metis provide inbuilt bridge to bridge assets from other blockchains, or we will have to rely on third-party dApps? Basically, for now, the bridge built is between layer 1 Ethereum to layer 2 Metis layer 2. So that is the bridge we are building. But of course, we with the more applications and users joining, we are discussing with different applications to incorporate or integrate their third-party bridge to provide more options for end users. So it's all on the schedule, on the plan.
How long will people be able to use the benefits of mining, and under what conditions we're going to be releasing? So unfortunately, we cannot release this information just yet, but we're going to be releasing. So today is only the live stream on the process, but all the details is going to be coming later.
Regarding the rewards program for liquidity provided on Uniswap, yeah, that is what we are actively thinking. We hope to reward liquidity providers as well. So please stay tuned up with us for this, for any updates in this program.
I would like to be an early adopter of this mining. Can any admin walk me through this when done with the live stream? So exact instructions, again, as I said, they're going to be available a little bit later. So we will try to make them very clear. Of course, we cannot have, person on person, because we have thousands and thousands of people to deal with. So I'm sorry, so we will not be able to spare anyone to walk you through, but we're going to be releasing a video and also written instructions on how to do that. And also you can get help in our Telegram group, of course, from the admin. So if you have exact questions, so then they can be answered.
There was a question regarding the roadmap for Metis. It's posted on the website at metis.io/metis-roadmap. So I think whoever's managing the YouTube can post a link to that. And there was another question, will the fees be in ETH or in Metis? The fees will be in Metis.
Yes, the fee will be in Metis. Yeah.
Also, I have a question. What stablecoin for trade will be the first preferred on Metis? So this is like we don't deal with stable coins. So this is going to be on Metis layer 2, and it's going to be only Metis tokens. Metis tokens, you're going to be transferring them from layer 1, from Ethereum mainnet, to layer 2, and it's going to be just purely Metis tokens, no stable coins. Still, when you're trading on stable coins, that's probably the question for the exchange. Is there any legal challenges in DAC? Again, so we provide you this structure for Decentralized Autonomous Company. And if you would like to register this company with one of the governments, please you're welcome to do so, but we're not providing this service. And the DAC is not a legal structure. This is just an organizational structure.
Another question regarding the APY. The APY for mining and staking is based on first come, first served, and the APY depletes with numbers coming in. Is there other requirements for being an early bird? Actually, the key difference is the mining power. Of course, you stake a lot, you can mine more rewards, but if you have more people joining your DAC, your mining power will increase like maybe 3 or 4 times, let's say. So I think the way to avoid or the way you can participate is to invite more people joining your DAC.
Okay, the question, what are the staking pool pairs at Metis? I love staking and will be interested in staking where investor can earn passive income. So we are not a DeFi project. We are an ecosystem where the platform, so the only token that we're going to be operating, operational token is Metis. All other tokens that is going to be created on our layer 2 can be used on as investment vehicles for the project that is going to be on the Metis layer 2, but there's no such thing as the staking pools in Metis. But for this exercise, you will have a mining pool where you can mine Metis tokens based on your mining power and mining power of your DAC. What makes you believe the staking program is going to bring a new atmosphere to Metis? How do you ensure users staking is the best choice for Metis? So we did this. So the staking exercise is actually very new to us, but of course we took the best practices from the other projects, and also we're doing this as a team, as a community building event, and we've done those before and they were really successful. So we just we're going to be having this event because of our experiences.
Elena, I see people asking about the detail of October hackathon.
Okay, I don't see this question yet.
In the Telegram group.
Right.
Shida has.
Can you read the question to me, please?
Where to find the details for the
upcoming October hackathon? Yes, it's very good. Hackathon.metis.io. You can enter the hackathon right there already. Hackathon.metis.io. You can also check back the websites and join our Discord and Telegram. So we will be updating you with the news because we're going to be joining more partners, more bounties to that one. But exact premise is that you have to build your either dApp, EVM compatible dApp, or port your existing EVM compatible dApp to our layer 2. And that's the objective of the hackathon.
For the mining power, what to determine the mining power? Actually, this question mentioned amount of Metis token stake. That's correct. How early DAC was created? That is not variables. You can create DAC anytime, but of course, if you create earlier, you can participate earlier. But another very important variable is how many people joining your DAC and do their stake as well. So I think there are two. So basically speaking, there are two very important variables. One is amount of Metis token stake and how many people joining your DAC.
Also, I see some questions about the link on how, like, where do we go and stake right now, as this staking feature is going to be delivered in September. So you will have to watch our announcement today. We just describing you the process to get you ready. But thank you so much for jumping on this opportunity, and we're going to be releasing more details next week and then the following weeks as well, as we are getting ready for this launch.
Pavel, I saw a question asking about why we are not using current leading rollups. Why we create our own rollup.
Yeah. So good question. There are other rollups out there, such as rollups by Optimism, rollups by Arbitrum. These rollups are also optimistic rollups. For Metis, we introduced a way to eliminate the bottlenecks present in both Arbitrum's and Optimism solution. By using multiple sequencers, we're able to get great availability for posting all of the layer 2 transactions that happen to layer 1, as well as financially incentivized auditors as rangers. So using this infrastructure, we saw that the solution that Optimism and Arbitrum provided, and we reduced the waiting period from a few days, well, in Optimism's case, a week. Arbitrum's a few days using a watchtower validation, to Metis few hours. So you only have to wait a few hours in order to withdraw your funds from layer 2 to layer 1. So it's very significant. And that's the reason why we implemented our own layer 2, because of that significant withdrawal period.
Also, I hope to add that actually we started from some ideas to create and to manage our own decentralized organization. And then we found that layer 1 Ethereum cannot conduct all these requirements. And that's when we started to think about layer 2 solutions. And as Pavel has explained, we also found there are some limitations in current layer 2 solutions. So that's why we built our own layer 2. But we see layer 2 differently as other, current solutions. We think layer 2 is not just for speed, it's not just for cost. Actually, it's a infrastructure layer for scalability, so that you can build almost anything on layer 2. So that's we define it as a infrastructure layer for Web3 world. And with the technical advancement, you will also need to build a new organization structure. That is what we call DAC. Because on this layer 2, if you can do anything, it means you will need different tools, framework to regulate, to manage all the business, all the community operation. So that's the basic idea why we hope to launch layer 2 DAC, and we will work, towards the goal by providing more tools, framework, or modules, SDKs, to enable all the DAC can be operate smoothly and sustainably. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we have only 5 minutes until the end of the presentation. We value your time. So we received today so many questions. What we're going to do, we're going to collect all those questions, and we're going to do the Q&A next time with our announcement. We're also going to do the Q&A, answering all those questions that you asked us. So please don't be disappointed that you haven't received the answer to the question today. We're going to be answering them during the next live stream on Tuesday. But we thank you so much for your time today, and it's great to have you in our network, and it's great to have you as a believer of Metis. We continue building our tech. Our tech is really strong. Our community is now getting stronger and stronger by the day, and we really appreciate that you are part of our community. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
Thank you.